Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis. This channel is recommended for adult fans of LEGO and teen fans of LEGO. If you are younger than the age of 13, you're welcome to watch, but first, get your parents' permission. Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis again. Today we're taking a look at a G.I. Joe Retro Series figure. This is Snake Eyes. So I'd like to take a look at the card art. First of all, you notice that classic Hasbro logo down there. But I remember the original figure back in 1982, 1983. I had the original Snake Eyes without the swivel arm. There's a straight arm figure. He's long gone now, unfortunately. But I remember he included two accessories, the Uzi submachine gun and his little explosive satchel. And I thought it was just the coolest figure. The interesting thing about the original Snake Eyes, though, is he was sort of created as a third-tier character. The original set of figures was a little bit expensive to produce with all the different paint applications and such, and so they decided in order to save cost, they would make one figure that was just all black with no paint applications. So the only thing unique about him was the head sculpt. Everything else was reused from other parts. The Uzi submachine gun had also been used in the Steeler figure that came with the Mobat, the original tank. So he had a new accessory in the explosive satchel and a new head mold. Everything else was reused. And they didn't have any paint applications, so it turned out that he was less expensive to produce, which allowed them to add this figure to the line without adding to the overall cost of production. That is the origin of the Snake Eyes figure, and as it turned out, he became far and away the most popular of the G.I. Joe figures. Alright, so we cut out the bubble, and inside there is another one where we have the figure and all of his accoutrements. Let's go ahead and pull all this out and see what is included. Alright, and here is Snake Eyes from the G.I. Joe Retro line. As you can see, he has a figure stand with his name printed on it. There's also the G.I. Joe logo on the top, along with a couple of foot pegs. He is very well equipped. You might even argue too well equipped. He has so many accessories that you don't know what to do with them, and you can't even carry them all. There's a sidearm, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. There are two round things. We'll take a closer look at all the accessories in a moment. He's got a sword in his hand along with his Uzi. There's a knife at his shoulder. There's a sidearm here on his leg. There's a couple more swords on the back. He has this explosive pouch that's hanging off his arm right there. Lots and lots of stuff. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at all of those accessories. First of all, we have a pair of knee pads down here, and they are actually on the figure in the package, but they are removable, obviously. We have a couple of combat knives, basically, a couple of sidearms, the Uzi, which is an update from the original. The original did not have the stock on the back. There's what I recall to be a fairly faithful reproduction of the original munitions pack. There is his tactical suit with a knife sheath there at the top and some straps and such. Then we have no less than 3 different swords and 2 scabbards. That is a lot of weaponry for one man. 5 bladed weapons, 3 projectile weapons, and these 2 things. I don't know what those are supposed to be. Alright, I spoke too soon. One of them definitely is a suppressor, and it fits on the tip of the Uzi, and the other one fits on the tip of the smaller sidearm. So yeah, 2 suppressors. Alright, pretty cool. Alright, so this is the figure without any of his accessories attached. This is basically the 25th anniversary edition of the figure without the secondary head. This head is really more closely resembling the Mark II version of Snake Eyes, where he came with the wolf timber, and in fact the third sword that is included is the same or it's, you know, it's a reproduction of that. Anyway, so this is not accurate for a first generation Snake Eyes head, but it is what it is. He has some pretty good articulation. Of course, the head can move up and down and from side to side. The arms can rotate at the shoulder, and at the elbow they can bend and rotate. At the wrist they rotate. At the chest he can rotate, and then he can bend at the hip and at the knee. The knee is actually kind of double jointed, so he can do this kind of a thing. And there's also some articulation at the ankle, which is cool. And then he's got a pretty decent sculpt all the way around. Just a little bit of paint detail with some straps and that sort of thing. He has a nice big molded pocket on the one side. He did include some knee pads, which I've taken off, but you can see the holes where the knee pad pegs go. Over here he has a holster for his sidearm and a holster for one of his knives. And then there is a backpack hole there. And yeah, not a bad figure. Let's go ahead and put his accessories back on. So here he is, Snake Eyes, the Retro Edition, with almost all of his accessories. I couldn't find somewhere for the second sidearm, but he has his knee pads, the swords, one in hand, two in the scabbards. He has the suppressor on his Uzi, knives in the shield or sheaths. There is the suppressor on the secondary sidearm and the holster. So he is fully geared up. Sorry, it's a little tough to see with the black table here, but he's got lots and lots of goodies. Of course, you don't have to fully outfit him every time you want to use him, but just want to show you what he has included. It's a pretty decent figure, and if you don't already have a Snake Eyes, this is maybe one worth getting. There are better versions out there, in my opinion. There's a 20th anniversary edition that included this version of Snake Eyes with some minor deco variants, but he came with an alternate head too, which is much more reminiscent of his original 1982 head. And it was a 2-pack that also came with Snake Eyes, and Snake Eyes had a couple different head versions as well. So if you can find that one, that might be worth getting too. But that is a set that's about 10 or 15 years old now, so that probably fetches a bit more of a premium than this might. So anyway, this has been another Wednesday video with G.I. Joe Retro Series, a Walmart exclusive. This is Snake Eyes. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave us a like. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care. Bye for now.